everyone, my name is Tiffany and today I'm bringing you a super easy, beginner-friendly makeup look, but a vampire look. Perfect for if you're looking for like a nice little last-minute Halloween moment. This is it. So let me show you guys. I'm so excited for these. These are the vampire teeth that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and pop one in because I'm just so excited for these. Like, are you joking? Perfect. I can't get it out. My new life forever as a vampire. But before we get to like really fun stuff, we're gonna need to prep our skin, which I did earlier, but I was wanting to show you guys my moisturizer that I'm using. Hold on. All right, so this is the one that I've been loving recently, but again, just use whatever you normally use. You don't want to skip the prepping your skin portion of this though, because that's what is going to make sure that your makeup lasts all throughout all of your Halloween shenanigans. So I already put this on. So next I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty foundation. This is my go-to foundation, but again, you can just use whatever you normally use and like whatever's best for your skin. You could be really extra and like go in with some body paint or something. My sponge, I had it up here. Oof. Okay, so life hack, if you drop your sponge, maybe go wash it off. I'm gonna be right back. Look how cute he is! This is my favorite sponge. It's super inexpensive, it's a great quality, and he's also a little ghost face, which is just like perfect for Halloween. So now we have kind of my name is Tiffany and today I am bringing you the fourth part in my 4-part Halloween series. I cannot believe that we did it. It is done. It is complete. Thank you guys so much for showing all of my short films and tutorials so much love this year. I appreciate you guys so much. If you missed my other 3 videos, I will have them all linked in a playlist up above for you as well as down below. We're just gonna jump straight into it. I did genuinely want to do something that was gonna be perfect for like a last minute Halloween moment with this look, and I thought that Samara from The Ring would be a great one. Very spooky, very fun. Wherever you are in your makeup journey, this is going to be something that's very attainable no matter if you're a beginner or if you've been doing this for like a hot second now. Step 1 is I wanted to block out my brows, but I've done that in I think all of my other looks this year. So I'm gonna link another video with me blocking my brows up above / down below for you. You don't necessarily have to block your brows. You could skip this step if that's something that does kind of intimidate you. But Samara does not have any eyebrows. At least in all the reference photos I could find, she didn't have any. So I went ahead and blocked those guys out. And then we are gonna be wearing contacts for this look. However, I cannot see out of them. So I'm gonna be putting them on at the very end. I will have the exact ones that I use linked down below. I have a referral code with Gothica this year, so definitely make sure that you guys check it out. And then I covered my face in my Mayron in my white water activated paint, and I just used a buffer brush to get that all over the place. And then Timothy emerged. There's definitely never a boring moment around here, that's for sure. So I finished doing that. I did end up switching brushes just because I wanted to have a little bit more coverage. However, I want the overall vibe of this look to have some translucency given how Samara expired. I don't want to give spoilers. I know that the film came out in 2002. But I don't want to give spoilers. Which now that I'm saying that, because of what I'm doing in the look later, I'm gonna have to talk about it anyways. Okay, so spoiler alert. There's some drowning that goes down. I don't know why I'm like this, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so she needs to look like she is dying. So there's still gonna be a little bit of like a translucency with that. It's not like whenever we did Pennywise and it was clown makeup, you know? Now that I rambled about that for too long, I took my Milk Jumbo pencil from NYX Cosmetics and I ran that along my eyebrows and on my nose, anywhere that I wanted a little bit more coverage, and then just blended it out with my finger. Before moving on to anything else, I set everything with a white eyeshadow. I used a fluffy brush and I also use this packer brush from V's Favorite Brushes. Next, I'm taking my Ben Nye Cosmetics Master Bruise Wheel, and with that, I'm taking the red and that like deep purpley brown shade and I'm mixing them together. I'm popping this on the inner corner of my eye. I'm running it in my waterline as well. And with this is just adding some color to everything. We're starting that shading process. It looks really intense at first, but I'm gonna be taking a white eyeshadow and packing that on top of these areas so that way it looks like the color is actually coming from within rather than me caking on makeup. If you don't have this Bruise wool, that is totally okay. You can use another cream makeup product or like a liquid lipstick or something. Just make sure that whatever you're using is okay for you to have around your eyes. I actually had another look planned for my grand finale look this year, which was a little bit of a fail, but it's okay. It all worked out because that meant that I got to use Abby Roberts' new palette that she just came out with Morphe. Congratulations to Abby. You're not gonna see this video, and that's a-okay. But when I saw this palette, let me tell you, I lost my mind. There's so many good colors in this. It's been a hot minute since I got a palette and was this excited for one. And let me tell you, it's in stores now. And I'm just saying that you may or may not need to go grab this. You have neutrals, you have beautiful shading colors, you have some like little shimmers in there, but there's a lot of mattes, so you can just like really play. And I'm really excited about it, in case you cannot tell. And I know this is like not part of the video, but it is part of the video now because it's something that I'm excited about and I wanted to share it with you guys. So sorry for geeking out, but also not sorry for geeking out. Don't apologize for having excitement about things that make you excited. I just like posed and put both of my hands on my hip and like grinned. I just want you to imagine that. Man, I'm really getting sidetracked for this video, huh? Okay, so getting back on track. You can see that I'm keep making this like snarling, angry kind of face and like tilting my head down, and that's because of the reference image that I was looking at. That's the face that Samara was making. And basically I'm trying to get my face to look like that without me having to snarl. So I'm furrowing my brow, and then I'm taking this taupey cool tone kind of gray shade, and I'm using my FX detailer brush from these favorite brushes, and I'm drawing attention to any of the little divots that I already naturally have, and then I'm creating new ones that don't exist. And I'm again I keep looking at the reference image and drawing those little lines to try to match with Samara's. And again, with this, I'm still using that exact same shade. This is basically acting as like my initial base for everything, and then a little bit later I'll take a finer detail brush and I'll go in with a deeper like brown shade, and I use that to really draw attention to these areas. And in doing so, it really brought everything to life. To help me look a little bit more angry, I go in at my brow and I hollow that out a little bit, and then I also curl it upwards, so that way it just looks like I'm naturally enraged. I also wanted to make sure that I'm intensifying those eye bags, so again I went in with that same shade and just drew little lines underneath there, and then in between those lines and where my actual waterline is, I popped a little bit of white so that way it would look like that area was coming forward. This entire process is really like a back and forth. I went in with a few of these like cool tone gray shades. Let me just like grab the palette and I'll tell you the exact shades. So the shades that I played around with were Freckle, which is a mid-tone gray shade, Brownie Points, Booty Guru, and SOS, or is it 505? I think that's actually 505. I also used the shade Rip, which is appropriate. So those are the main ones that I used for shading purposes. Once I'm happy with the placement of all of those areas, this is whenever I go in with my smaller, tiny little itsy bitsy baby brush, and I go in with Brownie Points, and I use that to make each of those areas stand out. Going in with the lighter shade first and a bigger brush, it basically gives a shadow for the shadow, if that makes any sense. You could go in and just do that first step and you'd be totally fine. It's just an easy way to make these wrinkles look even more realistic. After hollowing out my eyes using a mixture of all those brown tones that I mentioned earlier, I shimmy over to my little smile lines, and I'm using the exact same method, but whenever I finish with the smile line, I use my little packer brush and the white shadow from the palette to make sure that it blends with my skin. For this next step, I will be using my Skin Illustrator alcohol activated paints, but if you do not have these, you can use liquid lipsticks and kind of dilute them to be able to get a similar effect. I'm only using 2 shades from these. I'm going to be using Vein Tone and Capillary. So using a disposable sponge, I rip off one end of it just to kind of have like a scattered effect, so that way everything's perfectly imperfect. And then I'll make sure that's soaked with my 99% alcohol, make sure that the color has some alcohol on it as well. Before pressing this on my face, I'll test it on my arm first just to make sure I have the translucency that I'm going for. And then I will just scatter that all over my face, all over the wrinkles, everywhere. Don't put it near your eyes. You know, don't recommend that. You know, it's going to stink your eyeballs. It's just pure alcohol. So, you know, maybe don't do that. Please be careful, be safe. You can see, I think you can see that I like close my eyes a couple of times as I'm doing it, and I'm like, I want this in this area, but my eyes need to be shut for it. So again, just be safe. But first I went in with the light blue shade, scattered that everywhere, and then I took the Capillary color, which is this beautiful red purpley color, and I did the exact same thing. No like true rhyme or reason, just like follow your heart, but it basically just kind of makes it look like that veining is coming through the skin, given how she died. R.I.P. And then to finish off that step, I will take the white eyeshadow and dust that all over the place. So again, say it with me. It looks like it's coming through our skin and it makes it look more realistic. Huzzah! I know this seems really repetitive, but doing all these repetitive steps takes it to the next level in a really easy way. And then we have a second Timothy sighting. How exciting. There's definitely other things we could do. I was considering playing around with adding texture with like liquid latex and stuff, but I decided I really wanted to try to keep this just like makeup based for anyone who might be new to doing looks like this. The last part of shaping that we're going to be doing will be with the lips. So I'm going back and forth between the white shadow, which is called Sushi. I just love that so much. And then the maroon shade, which is called Artistry. And I'm using that to change the shape of my lips. I'm really keeping that maroon shade very centralized on my mouth, and I'm elongating my mouth with that. Overall, I made my lips longer and thinner to be able to match with Samara's. The final makeup steps, it's time to dirty everything up. So I'm taking my Ben Nye charcoal powder and this pointed fluffy brush, and I scatter that everywhere. You could also get a similar effect using a little bit of black and gray eyeshadow, but I just wanted to be a little extra. Samara does not have eyebrows, and she doesn't have eyelashes either, but I cannot remove my eyelashes, so I just wanted to make sure that my eyelashes matched with her darker hair, so I used the ColourPop Volumizing Mascara, I believe is what it is, in the shade Black. And I didn't take a lot of it, I just like lightly popped it on there. And that is the last step for the makeup. I went ahead and I popped in one contact. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do one or two for this, but I did end up just going in with one since I couldn't really see out of these, and I kind of just needed one eye to be showing for the effect anyways. And I'll have the exact ones linked, as well as all the other makeup products that I used. For the outfit, I found a white t-shirt at the thrift store, and then I dirtied that up. And then for the wig, I took a dark brown wig that I already owned. I flipped and put it on backwards. I did not do my arms for this because I did Tim's arms, but a really easy way to be able to do that would be just to paint your arms white and then dirty them up a little bit with that eyeshadow after you've painted your fingertips black. She does have some pretty long nails, so if you wanted to like take it a step further, you could put on those nails, then paint everything white, paint the tips black, kind of dirty everything up. But again, I didn't have to have my arms painted for this, which was kind of nice. Shout out to Tim for being my Samara. This is actually his very first time ever being in any makeup stuff by me, so that was definitely a little adventure. I know it wasn't anything too crazy intense, but by him doing that, it saved me some editing time, so shout out to you, BB. That's the video though. I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween season. I hope you guys enjoyed this short film tutorial. I hope you enjoyed all my Halloween short films and tutorials. If you have not seen all of them, again, definitely make sure that you go check them out. It's kind of supposed to be like a day of my life that I just happened to interact with all of these characters as the day went on. If you guys want to see me do more like short film tutorial split things, definitely let me know. If you want to see more tutorials, more vlog style things from me, let me know. I had a super fun time creating all this content for you guys this Halloween season, and I definitely want to continue it as we move forward for the rest of the year. The end of this year is definitely going to be a crazy one for me, but I'm excited. I feel like good things are on the horizon. They gotta be, right? They gotta be. Thank you so much again to everyone who helped me with these videos. It means a lot to my little heart, and for everyone who, if you have interacted with any of the videos or any of my other social media content, you guys are just the best. Thank you so much. Speaking of, if you guys want to check me out on my other social medias, I'll have them linked down below at TiffanyLove_MUA. If you followed any of my tutorials, if any of these were helpful to you, definitely make sure to tag me so that way I can see your recreations, because I love seeing them. And also tell me what you ended up doing for Halloween, if you dressed up or anything. I'm loving seeing everyone's costumes. I feel like all the costumes I've seen so far have been like really specific, but just so spot on, and like everyone has been living their crafty DIY fantasy, and I love to see it. I'm so here for it. So yeah, definitely let me know what your Halloween costume was this year. And I've rambled for too long. What's new? I'm gonna run away now, but I'll see you guys in my next video. Sounds good? Subscribe, give a thumbs up, all that jazz. Cool beans? Okay, I'm running away. Bye!